I knew a man who was in a tricky place. Daily you could see the fear in his face. He was cursed by the demon that we know as addiction. On his own, he's trying to cope with this affliction. He said no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't brush it off. He said it with conviction. His addiction, it was a restriction. It meant he couldn't work, which led to his eviction. He used to block the pain, which became a contradiction, as it put him in more pain. This is real, not fiction. He never saw his kids, the addiction caused friction, and he was told he couldn't see them by his jurisdiction. So he spirals into hell, it doesn't take too long. A few years in the dark and bam, gone. 3 took his life, although it weren't their intention. His life was taken before his redemption, before he was old enough to even get a pension, before he saw his kids again and sorted all the tension. As he rose to heaven, man, I felt the ascension, and it caught my attention. The funeral would follow, this caused my apprehension, the fear of being put through another intervention, but I knew it was my last chance to say my piece, to build burnt bridges to cause a release from the pain and the anger that I was tied up in, because this man was my father and I never fucking loved him. Until recently I realised just one thing: if I hadn't learnt from his mistakes, I would have become him. Shit. I just saw my dad with a needle in the corner. Oh man, if only I can warn you. It's like in my mind there's been a rewind. I see you jack up for the first ever time, but it's too late, you're already gone. I try shouting, telling you, Dad, it's wrong, but I'm in the present, big zoo, take a blast, and in my mind I'm travelled back to the past. I see the needle in your arm, you didn't mean any harm. Injecting, mind infecting, but Dad, you look calm. Back in the day I should have tried much harder. Should have never given up on my father. I hated you, didn't ever want to see you. But then I became you, by trying not to be you. And now I'm older and I need you more than ever, but you're up in heaven, so we are not together. Back then I didn't need a dad, I didn't turn out so bad, but you needed my love, I gave you none. It's mad. I said you needed my love, I gave you none. It's mad. Now I'm thinking what we could have had. I thought I needed you that first time you ducked, but I didn't, Dad. Unlike now, I'm fucked, but it's cool, don't worry. I know I'll be fine, because I've learned not to waste this life of mine. Because you're deaf, well, it taught me a lot. All these things that can't be forgot. In fact, because of you I turned to music. Drug hunting for me, now I put myself through it. But music in the end, it became my addiction, and now I rap pain and I do it with conviction. Because everything I write in a song is true, that I keep it me, just for you. Because this writing is something that you gave me. It's like your death has managed to save me. Now when I'm down I just write a song, it's kind of like it can right my wrong. Shit, it can right my wrong. I just write a song. When the pain starts to ease, it's gonna be okay. Like right now, Dad, I can feel the pain go away as I'm writing these feelings into my phone, all alone in my zone at home. I feel better every word that I scribble. I feel the pain leave my body from the middle. I feel okay, it all goes away. Whenever I write, whenever I spray.